The world champion Lakers got a nice ring to it. They returned to Staples Center for the first time in 9 months and a day. So much has changed in that time, including the Lakers winning title number 17. I like them apples. They'll open defense of their championship tonight at 7 o'clock against their in-house rivals. Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. I'm Chris McGee. We've got a Hall of Famer at the end. Big game, James Worthy, back and standing once again. We got a 7-time champion, Big Shot Rob. We got Allie in the green room. We got Brez here, the whole gang, and we're back.
We're back, man, and it feels good. We're back as world champions this time, Geeter.
It feels good to be back, man. I kind of missed you guys. I see James, but I don't see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
None of you guys return my calls. What's going on?
Well, that's what happens.
Can't duck me now.
Hey, when you have a championship, man, you kind of, you ignore
need a little
people.
break.
We know you're raising two beautiful daughters. We know you don't have time for us anymore.
Oh, I love you guys. I'm so happy to be back. Lakers are still the champs, although Anthony Davis and LeBron James will not play in tonight's first preseason game. They did make a big commitment to the organization. Braun and the Brow will be together for at least the next 3 seasons after LeBron extended his contract for 2 more years, which keeps him with the Lakers through the 22-23 season. AD signed a 5-year deal to stay with the Lake Show. Here's what those contracts look like. Big numbers for big-time guys. And after inking their new deals, LeBron discussed why it was important to sign long-term.
Well, what it means that we're here and we're committed to this franchise. We're going to give everything that we got to this franchise. That's what it's all about. And the Lakers believe in us, and they rewarded us with those contracts, and we just try to go out there and earn them every day. Both on the floor and off the floor, try to make an impact not only at what we do on the floor, but also make an impact off the floor on how we carry ourselves as men as well. So, it's a great partnership.
Like I say, Rob was always trying to improve the team and keeping me and Braun in the loop. So, for a coach and a GM to always keep, their players in the loop, it just builds that trust with them. And like I say, going through my contract negotiation, I didn't, have to worry about, if the team was going to be, as good as last year, because those 2 guys know what they're doing and was able to put another great team together.
Most NBA titles in league history. Dr. Buss had a dream, wanted to pass the Celtics. They got right there. 17-17, 6 for the Bulls, 6 for the Warriors, 5 for the Spurs. And these are nice problems to have, but the Lakers will need to make some room for championship banner number 17 as you take a look inside Staples Center at all those beautiful banners. What an offseason for Rob Pelinka and the front office. You just heard AD talking about it right there. Were you surprised that both guys locked in on longer deals? We didn't really see that coming much, especially with LeBron.
It is hard to see it coming in today's game, the way players like to strategize and wait out. But I think what they experienced this year, even though it was in the bubble and things weren't as usual, I think they locked into something. AD and LeBron, they probably saw that you put the right people around us, we can do this, for an extended period of time. Maybe went back-to-back, maybe went 3 in a row. I'm sure that's the conversations they're having. And I think, this is a great brand. I think AD figured that out this year in a short season. So I was a little bit surprised, but not, too overwhelmed by the decision.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised with ADs. We all knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But the LeBron ones, I was kind of surprised because, LeBron is this mathematician. He's trying to figure this out. Where can I do to help the team out? What can I do to get another championship? So for him to sign that deal, I'm saying to myself, he got something in the works. And I wanted to look up other people's contracts to see what can line up. Because you think about it. He says, okay, I'm getting old, a little long in the tooth, and my career is about to, come to an end, which we don't want to happen. But who is he strategizing out to bring in a third person so he can sit back and not put the weight on his shoulders so he can win another championship?
And maybe his son, Bronny, in 3 years. We'll see where he's at. Rob, we notice he's an unrestricted free agent after that. What does it mean for the organization? What kind of message does that sound? Here are your 2-star players locking in. We're here.
Yeah, after so many years of not getting to the finals and, being disappointed with multiple injuries that, got in the way of us making that progress, and then, having Kobe's legacy and the way LeBron and AD and all the players younger than that followed that, I think it means the world for them to lock in to an organization that's done it in the 80s. They've done it during Rob's era, and now they're starting to do it again. So I think it's a great brand to be with, a great city to be in, and a lot of things can be done here in this.
Yeah, I mean,
team.
as a player, what does that send to the league?
To jump on some of James, but it's also like an initiation. If you really think about it, Laker fans sit back like, yeah, you LeBron James, you AD, but what have you done for us? And now that they've won that championship, the Lakers are really fans are going to embrace them with even bigger hugs. But that does let the league, it puts them on notice and let anybody know, you see what we got. You see what we did. In the circumstances we did in the bubble, we were able to come together, not like a lot of teams, and win championships. So, we put all the rifts aside, we came together. If you want someone to be a big brother and help you get that chip, help you establish your quote-unquote, everybody uses legacy in this NBA, in this league, come join us and play for the greatest franchise in basketball.
Well said. Big game, this video of you. It went viral a few years back. We love using it, and now you've become kind of a rallying cry on social media for Laker fans. They post a picture of you smoking a cigar after Laker wins, whenever there's a big game. And LeBron knows. Now listen, LeBron knows you're bummed he isn't playing tonight, but he had a message for you.
Preseason, I'm not quite worried about. I am rounding 36.
James Worthy is going to be really mad if he comes into this studio and has to talk about basketball without you. Listen,
Big game, James. I love you. Hopefully see you in the studio. We're going to have a stogie together. We still need to have a championship stogie together for sure. Toast to this tequila.
I see a show that involves you, Rob, LeBron, cigars, and tequila right here in the studio. How does that sound for you guys? I just see it. I see it.
I got a nice elephant foot cigar for you, brother. You know what I'm talking about. And that's a special one, boy.
Rob likes tequila.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rob Pelinka, but you're talking about me.
Yeah, we're talking about you. We're talking about you, James, and LeBron.
Tequila. Now we're talking. See, my ears perk up then. Yeah, that would be fun, though. But I don't think we can afford LeBron James, though.
It'd be an honor to smoke a stogie with the king.
Yeah, that would be rad.
Yes, sir.
All right, league-wide news. The NBA and Players Association, in a joint statement, announced yesterday 8 players tested positive for COVID-19 out of the 541 players tested since December 2nd. That's way down from the 48 that tested positive in the previous round. But also not quite the numbers from the bubble this summer, which reached 0. With that, let's get you live. Lakers reporter Mike Trudell. He is back at Staples. Last time the Lakers were there was March 10th. Mike and I were sitting together. Welcome back, my friend. How is it walking into Staples?
It's so different, guys, and so eerie, and it's nice to see you here on camera. It's going to be nice to share that experience that way with the fans, but of course it's so much different, and I know the players feel that way, the coaches feel that way, even we in the media feel that way. It's never going to be the same without fans, and we really look forward to the point when that can return, when some normalcy can return, but glad that everybody can stay safe and at least watch the game on Spectrum in the meantime. So, Geeter, with Frank Vogel, the first thing we wanted to find out today was who's in, who's out. We knew that LeBron and AD were not going to play, but a couple of other veterans will join them as viewers in this one. That does, though, give us an exciting chance to see some of the new players the Lakers have signed. So here's Frank Vogel starting right there with the lineup.
So LeBron and Anthony and Marc Gasol and Markieff Morris and KCP will not play. The starting lineup, I think that's everyone that's not playing. The starting lineup will be Dennis Schroeder, Wes Matthews, Talen Horton-Tucker, Kyle Kuzma, and Montrezl Harrell.
Frank, would you mind touching on some of these new guys, how they've looked so far? And if you want to start with Schroeder and Harrell and then Matthews since they're starting, what have you observed from them in the week of practice, and what are you looking for tonight?
Yeah, everything we brought them here for, to be honest, has showed up in the first few practices. Dennis's speed on both ends of the floor and the ability to create his own shot to contain the basketball defensively. Wes Matthews' toughness, three-point shooting, physicality defensively. Trez is scoring the ball on the post and on short rolls, the way he's really good at. Defensive end, and Mark has really stood out as we expected with passing, and how great he is with his offensive skill set, being a big body, showing the discipline that that has helped him win a championship defensively. All those guys have looked really good, and tonight it's really just going to be about getting those guys comfortable in our system with new teammates. We want to establish ourselves as being a team that plays harder than our opponent every night. But it's really going to be about executing what we're looking at, what we're looking to do on both sides of the ball, and getting used to their new teammates.
Last thing for me, Frank, what's it like being back in the arena?
It's great. It's different for sure. Just even driving downtown to the arena felt different with a lot of things closed up. The end zone seating being more empty feels different, but definitely exciting to be back in the building.
All right, there you go, guys. Certainly good to see Frank Vogel again. We'll look forward to speaking to him throughout the season. Now, one thing to note for tonight, the Clippers are not really resting anybody. You will see Kawhi and Paul George and Patrick Beverley in the starting lineup, plus a couple of their new additions, including Serge Ibaka and Nicholas Batum. So should be a fun one here. A lot of chance to see these new guys shine, Geeter. Now let's go back to you in the studio.
Yeah, Mike, Clippers a much longer offseason, as we know. I'm sure they will be ready for this season. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. The preseason begins tonight. We'll have the Lakers and Clippers for you at 7 o'clock. That's the champ.